Welcome everyone to our final game of the AUBL of day 2 of competition. It has been absolutely fantastic from the moment day 2 started. Day 1 was great as well. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim, alongside Taylor Chen, and we're going to call our final game of day 2 of competition. Tsinghua University of the People's Republic of China taking on Hakuo University from Japan. It should be an exciting game. Tsinghua University had a big win yesterday in day 1, but this is Hakuo's first game of the tournament, and they are rearing to go. Some very athletic players in their team, quick, dynamic, but it's great for explanation. But can they do it? Will they do it? Taylor Chen, what do you think of both teams today in terms of today's game? Will it be close? Will it be unpredictable?
I think it'll be slightly unpredictable. I mean, again, we talked about it all day long, where these teams that are playing for the first time, they have the slight advantage where they have already seen film from the AUBL tournament. Now, Hakuo and Tsinghua University, they're kind of comparable in size. Unlike what we saw in Beijing University, they were massive beast in that last game. So it's a little bit more comparable right now. And again, it's hard to say how this game will fare out between the two teams.
Well, I said this in our previous game. I mean, even though I haven't seen Hakuo play yet, and all due respect, I mean, after the games that we've seen from yesterday and today, University of Beijing, very powerful. And I think they're my favorites to, you know, get down and flex their muscle down the business end. What's your thoughts?
My thoughts overall, I mean, yeah, Beijing University is definitely a top contender. I mean, we looked at Wang Zipeng being the player of the game. He almost scored 30 points in that game. So massive, very important play. We saw him kind of tweaked his hand. So hopefully it wasn't serious. They also had an injury where the player left the bench. So we'll see we'll see if we get an update.
Well, that was a shoulder injury towards the end of the game, if you guys all were watching that. But, you know, we wish all the players who have picked up injuries, and there have been a few players today who have picked up injuries, and we wish them a very speedy recovery. Hopefully nothing too serious and just something that needs a bit of rest and a bit of ice and a bit of recovery and a little bit of time. Don't forget, we will have time on Thursday where it will be the rest day. Day 4 is the rest day of this competition. Tomorrow is day 3, so please join us again at 11:30 a.m. in terms of the time zone in the People's Republic of China. But I just want to start before we talk about both teams. Let's talk about Tsinghua University. Taylor, I mean, they're pretty impressive. How have they impressed you? I'll give you my thoughts in a minute.
Well, I mean, to be fair, University of Hong Kong, they were actually pretty fun to play despite the size and the skills. And again, they had 5 freshmen. They have now only 8 players on the roster. But Tsinghua, again, you know, you're showing their expertise. Again, not the largest set of players in Tsinghua University. They scored 98 points. That's the most that any team has scored in this series. So expect Hakuo to have a tall task ahead of themselves in these 4 quarters coming up very shortly.
Well, I didn't want to give, no disrespect, I didn't want to give Tsinghua too much love yesterday because they had such a deep roster and they just kept rotating their team against a very short-handed Hong Kong team. On that note of the University of Hong Kong, apparently there's a rumor that there are some players coming into the squad this week, and that is very much needed because Kyle and Richard, they're 2 dentistry students, you know, having a rest at the moment. Anyway, we're just going to go for a little bit of a breather, everyone. Stick with us. Keep watching AUBL. When we come back, it'll be the player introductions and then the start of the game between Hakuo University and Tsinghua University.
and get ready for the team intro。请双方运动员停止练习，准备入场。First team， 首先让我们欢迎白欧大学4号 Number 4 Saki Ryusuke Number 7 Saki Yumo Number 8 Saito Lento Number 15 Ogawa Eiichiro Number 16 Yasukashi Shunlong Number 22, Naito Haruki. Number 25, Monga Benzajong. Number 30, Sako Liu-sen. Number 42, Marin Shoy Williams. Number 7. Ishii Yusuke， 欢迎白欧大学。Ladies and gentlemen, the home team。接下来让我们一起欢迎清华大学。First 1号 Number 1西太成，8号石奎。Number 10 10号从生者，12号 Number 12欧奇罗乔文度，13号许希彤，14号刘清文，18号梁凯文，20号崔阳，22号詹一墨，25号于浩天，29号朱伟浩。31号张子涵，欢迎主教练 Head Coach 陈磊 ，Assistant Coach 助理教练王国涵。And now it's time to shake hands， 请双方运动员相互致意。Please send greeting to the audience.
But if I have learned one thing about commentating on teams from Japan over the years, male and female, do not underestimate their speed and the precision from the outside and the inside. Taylor Chen.
Oh, absolutely. They are fun to watch, and we're looking forward to see Hakuo's debut.
Julian Scott, Andrew Goodman, and Si Yufeng are our 3 referees for today. They've done a very, very good job overall. Si Yufeng, a very animated man when he calls those offensive calls, but we love it. It's basketball entertainment. But like you were, sorry, before I cut you off there, Taylor, we were talking about teams from Japan being quick and super, super slick.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very different style of play with B-League compared to the CBA. So we're going to definitely see that different style in tonight's final matchup of day 2 of the AUBL tournament, as we have the starting 5 on the screen right now.
Yes, so 8, and then we got number 20, number 1, number 18, and 14 for the starting 5 for Tsinghua University. That's Chen Zhejian, Xiu Hui, Lo Qingwen, Yang Kai Wen, and Chui Yang. So let's see how, maybe again, it might be very, very similar from the Yonsei team who, lost to the University of Beijing a lot earlier in terms of two different styles of basketball. Will we see a game today of two different variations? And again, the Etujen team, they were really, really unlucky today. Taylor, they played well, played with a lot of heart. They got beaten, but they were super, super short-handed. Players fouling out, their major superstar getting injured. It's how you adjust, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, look, they adjusted as much as they could, but with so many players fouling out, there's only so much that you could do. And again, Tsinsu University, this was their first time debut, so once again, you got that slight advantage. And Etujen, not expecting Tsinsu University to be so physical on the Mongolian team, as we're about to get started here at Binjiang Gymnasium.
So we are over 50 seconds away from tip-off. I will focus the play more on Hakuo University. And my good partner in crime will be Taylor Chen, will be focusing on the Tsinghua University team. And Monga, the big man right there, bilingual, speaking perfect French, perfect English. And he's from Congo. His size will be very, very important in terms of boxing out, rebounding, and protecting the rim, Taylor.
Yeah, and something that I want to point out for the team from Japan, we have quite a few of mixed race students on the team, actually. Do you want to talk about that, Ben?
No, yeah, because over the years, don't forget, Japan won the silver medal at the well, it was played in 2021, but in the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games. And they did that a lot with naturalized talent, but they're slowly bringing in, players who mainly from North America who have married, a person from Japan, a spouse from Japan, and they have produced, children who are very, very genetically tall, which is very, very helpful in basketball because the Asian, well, for Southeast Asia anyway, the average height in Southeast Asia is about anything between 5'7" to 5'9", which is not very compatible with basketball.
Yeah, it's really the same with Chinese Taipei. Just, from my working experience out there on the island, as we're about to get started here with Tsinghua University in the purple jerseys and Hakuo in white.
This crowd backing Tsinghua University very, very evidently. Jumps it up, and Hakuo get the package. Hakuo skipping and dancing, and moving with confidence. Just taking their time a little bit. Good D by Tsinghua. Just a bit of a slip. Slip on the play, slip on the screen. Out. Referee hasn't called anything yet. Takes the three. Hits the front iron, gets the rebound. Good hustle. And they will go again. Got to hang on to that package. Screen again. Oh, good block. And here comes Tsinghua.
Denied by Yang Kai-wen. And here comes Tsinghua University. And like steamrolling through Hakuo University.
An offensive foul called. So basket will not count. Let's have a look at this here, Taylor.
That is Shi Tai-Chen going in for the lay-in, a lanky guy coming in for the drive back to Hakuo.
Haruki Naito will inbound this. And this is one of the mixed heritage players, or looking for the correct term. In the lane, up and in. Travel though, no basket. Both ends of the floor making mistakes, Taylor.
Yeah, rickety start, but you know what? It's just shaved off a minute. Still got a whole 9 minutes to see who's going to take control of the reins. But we certainly have a very loud crowd for the 7:30 shift.
Partisan crowd indeed.
There's a hook pass out to number 14, Liu Chengwen, and he comes in for the drive on the left. Great finish, and Binjiang Gymnasium is going loud for the men in purple.
Well, that's what you call national pride. On the wing, cross court, off the fake, up top, looking, good defense by Tsinghua, tried to do a crossover, extended layup and in. Ooh. Nice move by Agero Ogawa.
It's a quick swish for the Hakuo team. And that's number 8, Shi Kui for the perimeter shot. They get a second chance. Ball gets fumbled, and bodies collide.
So that was very, very like chasey there. Let's have a look at this. Ooh, that had to hurt, but fortunately nobody majorly injured, so A-OK.
Yep, that's a foul call on Cui Yang.
So Naito, just the inbound, brings it up. Interesting how they switch on who brings up the ball up court between the 1 and the 2. Rento Saito also going the de facto point guard position at times. Shoots for the 3, off target. Tap, they get it back. Good block, hustle, but Tsinghua come away with it.
Gotta say though, with when you say the ball gets brought in by different Hakuo players, that just means they show confidence in their guard rotation as the whistle comes for number 4 from the men in white. That's going to be Ryoshi Saiki. Inbounding. 15 seconds left on the clock as you see Tsinghua University has 2 blocks already in this game. And we're really seeing perhaps the experience that Tsinghua University has over the foreign student. That's going to be Liu Chenwen's first bucket.
Good motion and movement to try to draw out the defender. Hakuo in the lane, puts it up, circus shot and in and one. What a move, what a basket. That has to be a potential highlight reel, even though it's early days yet. Let's have a look at this.
Yeah.
Yep, he grabbed it, made an adjustment in the air, banked it in. Full credit, Ryoshi Saiki. Potential 3-point play coming up. If he can put this away, I am impressed. I do agree with you, Taylor. The confidence for a bunch of guys who are not the biggest guys in the world. Does not convert the 3-point play, but it's A-OK, 4-4.
Well, that's when we have the signature Japanese play style where they have these really, really small guards, but they're able to, they show versatility. So again, you got different Hakuo players inbounding the ball.
Well, that was a good half-court trap for the double team.
Really seeing the difference in size. Here's number 8, Shikui. At the top, he's coming in for the jumper 3. Ball gets batted around, and Tsinghua gets a second chance hook pass, and here's number 20. He launches a missile, but that one is off target.
Good 3-2 zone, and look at the gallop and the run, and he tried to do a Euro step, and that was Joel Monga. He was racing down the rim. Yep, that elbow just came out and got connected, and that's what the referee picked up. And he didn't quite agree with that, but that's fair.
For all Tsinghua University's possession, and Hakuo is going to be running a full court press with Shikui driving in, and a handoff to Shi Taichen.
Trying to do a slip cut there.
There's a curl in, kick out to the corner. There is a shot that is too short.
I tell you what. Ooh, scrappy.
Ooh, turnover and a block.
What a block right there. Return to sender. Thank you very much. Rento Saito. Let's have a look at this again. Picked it up. Oh, with the curl, extended layup. Oh, no, you don't. Athleticism at its best.
And subbing in is Chao Wen-du for Tsinghua University. 15 seconds left on the shot clock, and they rotate it from the opposite end, and they launch that missile. Thank you very much, Tsinghua, 7-4.
What a rocket, good shot. Now Hakuo need to respond. Hakuo! Thought that was a foul, but referee said continuation. Here comes Tsinghua.
Great attempt for Hakuo. Shikui bringing the ball back in and couldn't make the basket, but they recover it. Chao Wen-du swinging it to the top. 8 seconds left, putting Hakuo in the spin cycle, but he says return to sender. That's going to be Manga's first block.
Well, that's what he was brought in for. Look at that. Oh, no, you don't. Thank you.
Volleyball smash there.
Do you believe in defense?
Baseline start with 4.8 seconds left. reaches all the way out beyond the perimeter. And here comes Shikui for the long two. Hits the ring.
Here comes a good rebound by Monga. Monga is going to set the screen. There's a bit of separation there on the wing. Gives it to his teammate. Bit stuck. Shoots for the long three. Yes! Gambate! Bang! Agero Ogawa with the three.
Had the look and dropping in their first 3, 7 all Tsinghua University. Here's Chao Wen-du at the key, going in physical. Ooh, offensive foul call on number 18, Yang Kai-won.
I didn't see that. But good eyes by the referee. Let's have a look at this again, Tae.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, he
yeah,
throws his arm into the Hakuo student athlete, and he will still stay in the game.
Another referee might have given that a technical. But good to see that the referees are in the spirit of the game. Checking in right now is Yutaro Roy. Very athletic, quick player. It looks like he can handle the package quite well. Look at that movement. This is very Japanese style. Move, move, move. Attract the defenders. Get them out. Shoots for the mid-range. Couldn't get that to go down. They get it again. Out. Open. Three. Bang! Gabate! Good shot by Naito.
Back-to-back 3-point buckets for Hakuo University. And Bingjiang Gymnasium going loud for the domestic team, and great finish by number 12, Uchilua Chao Wen-du. But quickly, Hakuo comes in for the finish.
He flexed his muscle. Amazing, Joel Monga. Didn't waste any time. That's what I like about Japan team. They don't waste time. They get down to the other side of the floor.
Yep, exactly. And number 14, wide open shot for 3. Liu Chun-won found the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
They are really bringing it this game. It is super, super entertaining. Size, power, speed. That's what you want to see. And at the moment, some three-point shooting accuracy. So 3:49 to go, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Substitutions are key for both coaches. The head coach for the Hakuo team is Torno Amino. And 12-12, couldn't have asked for a better start for the neutrals. Now, setting that screen there by Roy. Long three, off target.
Here comes a fast break run by Shi Tai-chun, and he's gonna drive in, and you're gonna count it for the and one. The Tsinghua bench players pumped up on their feet for Shi Tai-chun. You see the jersey grab, good call by the referee.
Yeah, his feet was sliding there, so couldn't really argue about a good defensive legal guarding position. That was Liuski.
At the free throw line, Shi Tai-chun was the player of the game. So again, a player to watch out for in the upcoming days. He scored 15 points and made 9 rebounds up against University of Hong Kong.
Great control of the package. Here comes Roy. Oh, look at the handoff. They're so quick when their hands off in their speed, their motion. Thought about the step back. They want to shoot on the spin. Fake, great control, up and one! He gets the hoop and the harm. What a move by Ryusei Sako. Just very, very calm and composed under pressure. He saw the defense. He made the adjustment. Let's have a look at this here. Posting up, makes his opponent fly, puts it up, and he made Chikwandu fly, and he goes to the line for the extra. And 14-14, 3:15 to go before the end of this first period. The Hakuo boys have really withstood the pressure of this very, very loud and proud crowd backing Tsinghua University. Converts the three-point play. Excellent stuff.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? We might see another upset at Bingjiang Gymnasium with the domestic crowd here for Tsinghua University. And ball gets poked out. It is Hakuo's possession. Turnover for Tsinghua.
That's one thing about the Japan teams. They do very, very well. Regardless of style, they'll trap you, they'll press you, and they'll steal it from you. and they'll usually come up with the stolen goods. They've got this unshakable confidence that they can steal the ball off you. High screen, good separation. It's well-coached team, well-conditioned as well. Got to watch that shot clock. Penetrate, runner, off target. Tsinghua.
Back at it again. They can hustle too. Tsinghua University with a beautiful finish by number 10, Tong Shenzhe.
They are trading baskets at the moment, Tay.
Put it in the reverse, making an impossible shot possible, and he'll be at the line. Scored 7 points, and really throwing dimes too. He made 3 assists and got 1 steal in their previous game. Couldn't make that bucket.
Hakuo trailing by 1 point. The defense is not as solid as they want, but not through a lack of effort. Inside out, playing a bit of high-low. Scoops it and hoops it. What a move. That is fantastic stuff. The Hakuo bench up with entertainment.
I think there's a lot of pressure on Tsinghua University up against the Hakuo team here.
Puts it up. Oh, the bunny couldn't get that to go.
Yeah, couldn't catch the bunny, and pocket pass does not connect to Liu Qingwen.
He would be very upset with that for not putting that away, but that's basketball. And checking back in is Naito. And to the bench is Ogawa, who hit a really good 3 earlier. With this crowd, Taylor, getting very loud and proud.
Yeah, very in sync too. They're rooting for this team.
Hakuo playing some great basketball though. Bounce pass, attacks the tin with a layup and gets it to go. Great move by the big man, Joel Monga.
See, despite the size, Haku, they're going to find those little gaps in between to get those pocket passes, and that possession worked in their favor. Tsinghua University, 13 seconds left, and here's the kick out from the key. Now to the corner for 3. Not quite, but they get the rebound. And behind the back, going fancy with it, that is number 14, Liu Qingwen. They are going to go fancy with it too.
Put that on Instagram. That is a really good behind the back pass. Oh, gets it, almost lost it. Can't take your eye off the ball, literally. Lost the handle. Here they come, Tsinghua.
There's a turnover and a foul called on Hakuo University.
That is Haruki Naito. That was a good foul because they were off to the races, Tsinghua.
Well, they are both in the bonus. Let's take a look behind the back pass to Liu Qingwen.
That was a great pass. Great dish. And at the free throw line, here it goes.
Number 8, Shi Kui at the line. This is the first. Need to get a little bit lower.
Yeah, I think we can set up a written module for a free throw, how to shoot.
As if we're any better.
I'll leave my comments as silent.
Well, I can say for sure I'm no better. So let's take a look at that replay. Number 22 is a personal foul, Haruki Naito.
19 apiece, 1 minute, 61 seconds to go. Because of the technical, it will be Tsinghua to inbound.
Chawandu inbounding. The right arm pass, and here comes Shi Kui again, desperately trying to find his mate, and the ball gets battered around. It's Hakuo's possession.
They've got it, still onto it, layup, drives, and 2 shots. I thought the referee was gonna, couldn't see that in real time. Let's have a look at this here. He was racing with the rim, with the package. Yeah, just slightly lift of the foot and the knee, so that's why I was okay, because these referees are sometimes they're really nitpick on the offensive foul. So, yeah,
that was quite slight.
Yeah, it was. So 19-19 45.1 seconds to go. This game has been nothing short of spectacular, has not disappointed one single bit. Puts it away. Good job to Sean Yegashi.
Yeah, the Hakuo is really getting a run for the Tsinghua team's money.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But like they said, like they always say, is any style sustainable? Gets around and in. So Hakuo leads by a deuce.
And Chong Shenzhe laser passes. And driving in, a reset kick out from the wing to the key, block pass. Let's see if Tsinghua recovers. They certainly do. Look away, pass, and here comes a quick jam by Yang Kai-won.
Slammed down by Tsinghua. A little bit careless there by Hakuo to take the eye of the prize. 21 apiece. Yang with 5 points and 1 assist. Just holding on to it. Shot clock and game clock, same time, so shoots for the three. Rebound, basket, yes, and one. The potential three-point play coming up, bumping each other's chests. Strong, strong move by Alim Sakai. Let's look at this. Boxed out, got the rebound, put back. That's how you do it. And can he put this away to give Hakuo a bit of breathing space before the end of this period? He does.
And just like that, that's the end of the first quarter. Hakuo standing strong, a strong start for the away team with 24-21 on the scoreboard.
I have to give it to Hakuo. I didn't expect this. When I looked at them, I was like, yeah, wow. But Tsinghua University coming out with some magic moves, Taylor.
Yeah, absolutely. Very physical from Tsinghua's standpoint, but when you got the likes of Hakuo as a foreign student that is manga, that's going to help with the physicality of it. And again, you got the speed and agility from Hakuo University.
And the first period score for those of you who are just joining us for the very first time at AUBL 2025, it's the fourth game, 24-21 in favor of Hakuo. And, you know, those are the stats, pretty even, exactly even, 47 apiece. Taylor, anything that you see that stands out to you?
Well, Tsinghua needs to make some improvements in the free throw line. I mean, that's kind of similar to what we see from their game up against Hong Kong University. Let's see what kind of magic that they make in the second quarter.
But the Hakuo team full of running. And as we can see from these highlights, not afraid to attack the tin and get down the lane and go downhill. And there's a belief about this team that they can do it. They're playing great two-way basketball, even though they only have a few big men. But that was a great shot, Gambate, by the one and only Haruki Naito. But Tsinghua still resilient, still staying strong. Don't forget, they have a very deep bench. They have a bit of an advantage as well, Tsinghua University. They played yesterday, but they didn't play their full team. I mean, their full five all the way down from the first to the fourth. They were just rotating players because they don't want certain players to get injured, especially only on the first day of competition. But they've been solid, and I've been very impressed with the Tsinghua University team.
Again, what a great way to finish off day 2 of the AUBL group play. Again, this is Group B at Bingjiang Gymnasium.
And that man right there with 5 points. And that is Ruse Sako. And 5 points, very important.
Tsinghua's ball to start off the second quarter. Hakuo with a single possession lead and number 1 with the Euro step. And a second chance is not the charm.
Here comes their big man, their international student from Congo. Look at him, he handles the ball very well. That looked like a travel if you ask me, but that's just my opinion.
Oh, you were not wrong, as we have the crew chief of today's matchup calling for the travel violation.
Well, there you go. Wasn't making it up.
Yeah, right call. And inbounding is Tsinghua University. We have the domestic fans here, loud and proud for the men in purple. And here's the catch and shoot. And target acquired by number 18, Yang Kai-won.
Great shot. But two all alone. He was unsupervised in that corner. They've got to load those corners with defenders. Tsinghua have the tools. Sends it for the contested three. And one! Gambate! What a shot by Hakuo for the triple. And a lot of people looking at me in the crowd, not happy with the commentator's voice.
Well, that was nasty stuff. Look at number 30, Ryusei Sako, pulling the trigger and hitting the mark. Now number 10, Tong Shenzhe returns to the bench. He's got 2 points and no rebounds. A little bit more reserved in today's matchup.
So everyone, if I say Gambate, every time I commentate on Japan teams, all Japan players tell me to say that because it's not just so much about bang or anything like that. Gambate is a very good word. It's a very spirited word that brings a lot of the Japanese community together in good times to celebrate success. So that was a very successful shot and does not convert the 4-point play. But it's okay.
It's a fun word to say. It's a fun phrase to say anyway.
It is a fun phrase.
It rolls off the tongue really easily.
100%.
As we come back to it, body or arms get entangled, and it looks to be foul call on number 22, Haruki Naito. And possession is still with Tsinghua University. Shot clock is at 15. Got some fouls to spare with 9 minutes left in the second.
Tsinghua University team can shoot as well, so from the corners they're dangerous. So that's a message to the Hakuo team.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? I gotta say, Hakuo is making these really tough shots, and they've been fun to watch and witness. And 9 seconds, the clock is ticking for the shot, and from the parking lot, ooh, that shot was too short. Ball gets battered around, out of bounds. Hakuo's ball.
That's really, really good. I really love the attitude towards rebounding by the Hakuo team. Yep, you missed the first rebound, go at it again, go at it again.
Yeah, be aggressive. And, you know, you kind of mentioned how they're always moving. So, you know, we're really seeing that consistently from the game that we're calling right now.
Rolls to the rim, the big man, Joel, bounce pass. Ooh, keeps it alive. Ooh. What skill right
Risky.
there. 4-3, but that will be good D by Tsinghua. They get it back, though. Hakuo fires. Too strong. Up. Who can win it? Gets it back. Keeps it alive. Well done. It's like watching American football, really. Screen. Oh, try to do behind the back. Here comes Tsinghua.
Yeah, number 13, Xu Xitong slides in for the possession for Tsinghua University. Couldn't get a board from Hakuo. They had multiple possessions. And the drive in from the left, he gets rejected upon entry. And a travel call once again on, this time, Shi Taichen.
Too many steps, and that was sharp by the referee to pick that up. Let's look at this here.
Yeah, he goes the pump fake and going in on the left. And Julian Scott sees him doing the 2-3 step.
Hakuo staying strong. This is quite a decent crowd. Not a full house, but probably a couple of thousand people watching this, all supporting this team in purple, not the team in white. Hakuo pump fake. Hakuo and lost the package as they were trying to lean in and scoop it up.
You know what, you're talking about how the fans may not be happy, but look, this is a really exciting game, and they get to get some exposure from a high elite collegiate team from Japan. So, you know, they're still getting their money's worth, I'd say.
No complaints about the competition. You can't complain about these guys. You want to play against teams like this to get better. Oh, well read there by Chen. And Hakuo still with 14 on the clock. There's a lot of time left in this second period. It feels like it's late in the second period. So the referee's just checking with each other. Okay, everything okay? Is the clock okay? I think they're just checking with the game commissioner's table. We can't see it on screen at the moment, but yep, everything's back to normal. They're about to inbound. 13 seconds left on the clock. Shot clock, that is. Corner. Sends it. Too strong.
Sent it back with interest. Here comes Tsinghua drawing a foul off of Hakuo stewarded number 30, Ryusei Sako.
Good attempt on defense there by Sako to press him.
It's a lot of back and forth between the two teams. We haven't seen the game of runs in this final game quite yet. Number 30, Sako, goes to the bench for a break as we have Shi Taichen inbounding.
Sako with 2 fouls, so that's why they're sort of weathering the storm a little bit. And yeah, that's okay. And Saito with 1.
And at number 22, Zai Mo with a single-hand pass. Shi Tong with 10 seconds left on the clock, surveying the floor up against Mongo. And solid defense for Monga.
That was excellent, excellent pressure by the big man, Joel Monga. He just, you know, hands on the back. Let's look at this. Yep, just applying that pressure. Yep, legal guarding position. Yeah. Everything's okay.
He was definitely had more of a balanced positioning. I mean, you know, you could see the Tsinghua player going off balance there.
Well, for a big man, he's very, very flexible and mobile as well, so that helps. Shoots for the long 3. Bang! They're shooting with precision.
That was all the way from the parking lot.
Yes, Ogawa again.
All right, coming back, Tsinghua University, can they recover? Well, there'll be free throws coming. Now Hakuo with a 6-point lead. They could look at that. Well, the last play, but we got to see that shot from the parking lot. Here we go.
Rise and shoot and connect. A gambate moment indeed by Ogawa.
Shikui drawing another foul. He is at the line once again. Ooh, it looks like he got a little cut on the shoulder with a bandage, making the first bucket. 30-25, Tsinghua University behind by 2 possessions. He's got 2 points, both from free throw opportunities, and now 3.
Haruki Naito for Hakuo with 2 fouls, so they can't chalk up too many. Off the bounce pass, nice, posting up, holding, working on his opponent, lost the handle, and that will go out of bounds. Good defensive pressure by Tsinghua.
He's not, I mean, I can see that Manga is not quite the ball handler. Again, he's one of those bigs where you keep him far enough from the basket, he's going to have a tough time driving in to get the bucket.
But not bad, though, for a big man.
Yeah, absolutely. No, not bad at all, as we have the referee wiping down the ball for Tsinghua's possession. 6.5 minutes. We got the Binchang Gymnasium cheering on the domestic team. Ooh, it's just getting louder and louder. I like it.
We love it. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, Hakuo running a full court press. And here comes Shikui. The skip to Liu Qingwen to the wing. And again, Shikui finds a pocket pass. And look what I found. Nope, lost it, but free throws are coming for Tsinghua University. That's going to be a foul call on Monga.
Monga, he's got 1 foul, so it's not so bad. He's okay. That was his first major foul, really. And thought he secured the rebound, and it was clean.
Now at the line, bonuses are going to be given to Tsinghua for the remainder of this quarter. We're only less than 4 minutes in, and we're already in the bonus. This is Yang Kai-won. He's got 9 points and 1 rebound. Ooh, ricochets far off into the hands of Hakuo.
Here comes Roy. He handles the ball so well, Roy. Outside the perimeter, that's where they like to build. Just holding it. Hanging off. Oh, open, shoots for 3. Yes! Nothing but nylon net because they just sucked into the trap there. Didn't see him, didn't defend him.
Excellent shot from the right, and Chao Wen-du to Shi Tai-chen. Gets denied entry. Shakes off his Hakuo defender, and for three. He drains it. Look what I found at Bingjiang Gymnasium. That is number 13, Xu Shitong.
Takes it to the rack and responds straight away. What a response by Ogawa. Talking about a name that rolls off the tongue for commentary. Ogawa, Ogawa.
There's a high screen. And back to the hands of Shi Kui. And a finger roll too strong, but a beautiful putback attempt. No good there, and bodies are sliding.
What a dive for the loose ball. Thought about the shot in the lane, athletic and strong as he gets the layup to go. And that is a timeout call. What a move by Yutaro Roy, the athletic 2-3 players of Hakuo University, giving Tsinghua University, Taylor Chen, a few problems, especially in the lane.
Yeah, that was an instance where, you know, you got a Hakuo player who just slips right around Liu Qingwen. And again, they're not necessarily a slow team, but it just so happens that Hakuo is just a lot faster.
Very, very quick. Yes.
Yeah, they're very transitioning has been
Yes.
really great. They are not shy about making these shots. And again, talking about how they're constantly on their feet. They're always moving and repositioning themselves in their motion basketball. So we take a look at that last bucket.
And that three, they were so open because like they were moving it around, sucking in the Tsinghua defenders. That was very, very smart. High basketball IQ displayed by this Hakuo team, but I must give it to the Tsinghua University team, Taylor. Super, super resilient, super, super next play mentality.
Yeah, I mean, again, I mentioned a little bit earlier, they've got some pressure as the home team as well as a pretty full Bingjiang Gymnasium crowd. And, you know, we love to hear the cheering as they keep getting louder and louder in key moments. That is what we enjoy hearing at any gymnasium in a game that we're calling.
100%. And we love our job. Calling basketball games is an honor and a pleasure. And really, really a big, big privilege. These players playing for their university, also a privilege and also an experience they will never, ever forget. Playing for your high school team is one thing. Playing for your university is something extremely, extremely special.
So we're starting off again after the timeout. Hakuo ahead by 6 points. And number 14, Liu Qingwei setting up the screen, but get rejected, takes the gamble, and he wins that bet, 32-36. Now behind just by 2 possessions thanks to Shi Taichen.
Put a Hakuo player on his back. So, bump, ooh. Goes for in the favor of Hakuo. And the slip.
Puts a Hakuo player on the skates in that instance.
On your bike. So, Ryusuke Saiki, not happy with that. Look at that man, killer instinct. Built like a tank. And he's played well today. The way, not just of his size, but the way he's brought his teammates into the game. Quite fantastic, actually, to watch. 12 on the clock.
And again, you mentioned he's shown restraint. He only has 1 personal foul. And there's a steal, turnover, and touchdown for Tsinghua University, thanks to number 10, Tong Shenzhe.
Good steal. Really, really good steal to make this a 2-point ball game. And that timeout seems to be working wonders for Tsinghua University. Hakuo for the floater and puts it up and in. Good, good basket. Fantastic response by Saiki.
And here comes Liu Qingwen. Good athleticism there, but he couldn't connect.
Hakuo off the bounce pass, flies to the rim with a layup. A 4-0 run by Hakuo University. Tsinghua.
Here they come. Bingjiang Gymnasium loud, and here he comes. Double teamed, and good patience, good control, and he gets a sweet little tap in. That's number 18, Yang Kai-won.
Yang was lucky there that there was nobody guarding him, so he could just tip it in. You know, like,
it worked out.
Like he was giving a tip to a bellboy. But
exactly.
But you know what? That's what you need in basketball. 4-point game. Shoots for a contested 3. Back iron, rebound by the big man, posting up. He needs some help, though. Will he bully ball in? Yes, he does. Strong, strong move by Joel Monga.
Well,
Messi Boku. Oh, is he injured?
Well done. Maybe, but he's still on the court right now. Tsinghua's possession. Under 3 minutes left to go. Here's the jumper. In and out it goes. Monga getting the board.
He's walking, but that hamstring don't look so good. Takes it to the rack and one! He gets the hoop and the arm. What a move as he switched on the laser afterburners to take off. Look at this. Roy down the lane, downhill, outstretched, extended layup with the right hand. Thank you very much. Arigato, he says.
Yeah, they don't. Tsinghua University doesn't seem to have an answer for Yutaro Roy.
He's very athletic.
Yeah, absolutely. 6 points for the stats line for number 99. He's at the line.
But the way he moves, just so athletic. Puts it away for the three-point play. And it is a 9-point buffer between Tsinghua and Hakuo.
Winding down in the second quarter. They're going to try to control the tempo in this possession. And here we go. Target acquired again. Number 18, Yang Kai-won.
Just when Hakuo think they're okay, Tsinghua just step up with some shooters. Oh, blows by. Bank shot, no good. Tsinghua, opportunity, numbers.
Too strong. Coming back. Here's the trap for Tsinghua University, and there's a foul call. That's going to be on number 15, Agero Ogawa. Take a look. And look what I found. Number 18, Yang Kai-won. He is a sniper for Tsinghua University, as we have Shi Tai-chun at the line once again. And he's only scored 4 points and 2 assists so far. But luckily, he's got his counterpart, as I mentioned before, number 18. He's got 17 points. Leads the scoreboard for both teams, respectively.
Couple of plays for Hakuo. Picked up 2 fouls, so they're just making some adjustments at the moment. Not a danger zone.
Yeah, Tsinghua University crawling back. It's a 2-possession deficit.
Trying to go for the press. Just the great control. Great control by Sean Gayashi. Jabbing. Look at how they handle the package. But as I say that, everything's okay. Handling well. Bounce pass upstairs, yes! Nobody guarding Joel Monga right there.
It's a good find by Haruki Naito. And Shi Tai-chun at the top. Curls in, drawing another foul.
They've got to be careful, the Hakuo, with their switch and help defense.
Yeah, he's been a magnet for those fouls. As we take a look at the last play, Monga's bucket was fantastic for Hakuo University.
And if you look at Tsinghua, Taylor, only one player with 2 fouls. And that's number 10, which is Chong. He breaks the first one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, circling back to that, Tsinghua University only has 3 team fouls. Again, Hakuo University was already in the bonus at 6 minutes into this quarter. And Shi Tai-chun gets in the free throw. There's a full court press.
Tell you what, Tsinghua is just sticking to Hakuo like glue. But Hakuo with the screen, pops out, drives, up, couldn't get it to go. And there's a foul called by Julian Scott. Pushing foul. It will be inbound for Hakuo with 14 on the clock. So not long to go, 80 seconds to go before halftime. Hasn't this game sailed by, Taylor Chen?
And sailing by in a very good way. What a battle between Tsinghua and Hakuo.
Ooh, ouch, he hit the deck hard. And the mop boys mopping it up. Full shout out to the mop boys. Thank you, boys, for doing your job, not making this competition slippery. Thought about, can he go for the midi? Big fella posting up, strong move, yes! Oh, but no, it's a travel. And he's barking at the referee. He's got to be careful. Don't say anything you'll regret.
Yeah, he's been very vocal towards the referees as we got ourselves a timeout with 1 minute 11 seconds left to go. That's going to be a timeout on Tsinghwa's side.
47-42, 1:11 to go. It has been a bit stop-start in the last 10 seconds. I just remember saying 1:20 to go, and it's only 1:11. So the referees playing a huge part in that, but well done to the refs for picking that up. I mean, Joel Monga, I think he took a step too many. Do we have a vision here? No.
A couple of highlights from Tsinghua University. In particular, it's Yang Kai-wen again talking about how he's the lead scorer for both sides. Still at 17 points. He's been the sniper for the men in purple. Now we have a call timeout by head coach Chen Lei, just keeping their heads in the game, even with 1 minute left to go in the first half.
And 17 points for Yang.
And he's 100% out from the perimeter again. Sniper.
How many players can say that they're 100% and they haven't missed a shot from the outside? That's called dreamland shooting. Hakuo bringing a team. They've got their head coach, their assistant coach, Yusuke Ishii, and their trainer, Yo, who just wants to be known as Yo, nothing else. So what's happening, Yo? You've done a very good job with these athletes, you know. They look like they're very well tuned and smiling at the moment. Well, they're smiling because they only have a slender lead by 5 points. 1:11 to go. It has been a fantastic half. There's the big man right there who just got a goal for the travel, 8 points. Joel Monga. Hopefully he doesn't get into foul trouble because we want this to be a tight game and really unpredictable.
And here we go after the timeout. Tsinghwa's possession. See if they can make something happen. Taichung with a handoff. And here is uncontested, too strong, too much mustard, and a putback by Liu Qingwen.
Good block by Monga, but there was nobody there to back him up. He's got to, the other smalls have got to do their part as well to back up the big man. You can't let him do all the defensive work. Driving, and they're trying to race them off the three-point line. Takes the shot. Yes, knocks it in. Every time they backs to the wall, they step up. What a hit right there by Haruki Naito.
So refreshing to see these shots falling through. Unfortunately, can't be said for Taichung just now.
They've got another opportunity to get one basket. One basket will do just to put a nail into Tsinghwa's confidence that they are controlling this game, not by much. And what is the referee going to blow down now and call? And still no clear communication on the call. But it's going to go in Tsinghwa's favor.
With 9 seconds left to go, final possession in the second quarter, we got number 30 subbing in, Ryusei Sako.
Ryusei Sako coming on, so...
Oh, as well as number 7, Sakai.
Alim Sakai. So that's interesting. And Yataro Roy going to the bench. Just has 9 seconds to go. They just got to play a bit of defense. They're up by 6 points.
Countdown starts now, and here comes Shi Kui. Ball gets batted, stolen, and a...
long heave. Ooh. That
almost.
Imagine if he got that shot to go down. Definitely put that on social media. Anyway, everybody, it's been a fantastic first half. Hopefully, God willing, the second half is even better. History starts now, as you can see from the backdrop, because that is the tagline of the AUBL, the Asian University Basketball League. Halftime score, Hakuo University 50, the Tsinghua University team 44. Let's now watch the entertainment from our cheerleaders. But while the cheerleaders are dancing, Taylor, anything you want to comment about the stats because it's pretty even.
I mean, it's been super fun watching these guys hitting those missiles, getting those threes in. But Hakuo, they're getting more shots from the field overall, 56% over Tsinghwa's at 44%. But everything else is pretty comparable. Hakuo getting a little too physical against the big men here. They've made 7 of their 12 free throws, but otherwise pretty comparable.
Very, very comparable. Everybody, just please enjoy the entertainment provided. We'll be back soon. Welcome back, everyone, to our final game of the AUBL for day 2 of competition for this fantastic tournament hosted by Guangzhou in this beautiful, beautiful stadium. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim, and Taylor Chen. And what a treat we have for you today. If you're just joining us for the very first time, it is the Hakuo University team from Japan leading by 6 points, 50-44 over Tsinghua University. But this contest has been nothing short of spectacular. Almost even in every statistic, from field goal shooting percentage, three-point shooting percentage, rebound, assist, steals. Nothing separating these two teams but except those 6 points at the moment. Taylor Chen, your comments.
Well, I gotta say, Hakuo University has overall more accurate shooters versus Tsinghua University. You know, we're not seeing their key player, Shi Tai-chen, scoring as much ideally. However, you have number 18. He is the sniper. He's 100% from the perimeter. He scored 17 points. But what also I want to bring up is that, you know what? Hakuo is small in size, and you, Ben, always talk about how Japanese plays are always so fast and on their feet. But you know what?
Very agile.
Very agile. But you know what? Tsinghua University is actually keeping up. They have six points from making those fast break opportunities. So.
But if you look at the statistics of the Hakuo team, not very much high scoring. The highest scorer is Ogawa with 10 points, but 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. But they are sharing the load. And one thing that's impressive about this Hakuo team, that Joel Monga, you know, big guy, very, very powerful, but he's more like this facilitator, you know, to hand off, to offload to certain players so they can penetrate, get the shot in, and they have the skill set and the confidence to shoot.
Yeah, and, you know, not just that, he brings the energy for Hakuo University. Oftentimes, you know, with East Asian teams, they're going to be a little bit more low-key, more reserved, but we like to see that fire, and it brings excitement onto the court for the Hakuo players.
Well, hopefully, fingers crossed, we are neutral here. We want this game to stay really, really close, and we want a great competition. These two teams have provided it, like Taylor said, you know, shooting lights out from downtown, Pound Town. And, you know, they're just really showing two-way basketball at its best. And one thing that's super impressive, I'm always impressed with teams who can play transition basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? I think we could expect to see man-to-man still being run by both teams, Hakuo and Tsinghua University. As we're seeing some stats here, Ogawa 10 points, 4 for 7 from the field, and 50% from the perimeter, 2 rebounds.
And not long now before the start of the third period, which is about 15 seconds away. Yang, your favorite player?
Favorite player if Tsinghua University wins. 17 points, again, 100% from the perimeter. Let's see if we can keep it up in the second half. Again, great stuff, good energy here at Bingjiang Gymnasium. Again, as you mentioned, Ben, it's not a sellout crowd, but it sounds like it oftentimes.
Well, this crowd, not super full house at the moment. Probably half the capacity is about 5,000. I'm thinking about 2,000 plus looking at it. But every time that the Tsinghua University team touch the ball, looking like they're going to score, this crowd gets really, really loud and roary, which is great to see. Start of the third. Hakuo just being patient with it. And Tsinghua trying to go man from the corner. Gets the rebound by the big international student, posting up, backing in, goes inside. Good D, but here comes Tsinghua.
Loving the physicality between the two bigs from both teams. There's the pump and the bucket, no good.
Fantastic rebound by Monga. Like I said, look at him. He just brings it up the court. Not many bigs bring that. They just rebound and pass it to the point guard or the shooting guard. But he does the exact opposite. He does the work. And referee Julian blows it down, hand check foul. So 14 on the clock. It will be the Hakuo team to inbound. And yes, Hakuo will inbound it with 14 on the clock. Looking, and certain players relocating. Good screen. Drive, looking, shoots for 3, on point, bullseye. That's what you call accurate for 3.
Love to see it.
And that is Haruki Naito.
Inbounding is number 8, Shi Kui. Gets the ball back. There's a jumper, and nothing but net. Swishes through the nylons.
That's a nice floater. And around, and is that offensive? Yeah. Oh, it is very offensive. I thought Julian was doing a dance there. Which he's very capable of doing.
Yeah, it looked like an illegal screen in that instance by a manga.
Keeping it tight right here. You know what? It's these calls that are going to be the difference. These very, very tight calls. Mark my words. And Monga, is he in any foul trouble at all? Let's just have a look at his numbers. We're looking at him in terms of his numbers. He's okay. 2 fouls, not the worst, not the best, but he can weather the storm. If he's in 3 fouls, then you got a situation. But if he goes into foul trouble, I think what Coach Tono will do, he'll go small and rely on his athletic backcourt players.
Starting off, Tsinghua University. Sutan going in physical, in tough, but no basket.
Lost the handle, and here comes Hakuo. Great control of the package. Hakuo behind back. Good screen. Okay, pick and roll, kick. Shoots for 3. Not quite pinpoint accuracy.
Tsinghua University just running switch defense. And now with Shi Kui drawing a foul. Double foul. Number 22, that's going to be on Haruki Naito. Let's take a look.
Oh, that was careless. Why did he do that? Just nudged his shoulder into it, and
number 30 is coming into the game, Ryusei Sako. And wouldn't count the basket anyways. Another back-to-back foul calls on Hakuo University.
Haruki Naito is now on 3 fouls, so that's a concern. Look at this flying to the rim.
That was unnecessary for Hakuo University. Now we have Shi Tai-chun at the line. Still 7 points on his stats line. 3 of those points coming from free throws. As we take a look, Ogawa's stats, 10 points, and as you said, Ben, 3 personal fouls.
Not good.
And there we go, getting it up to 8 points.
So Hakuo, a little bit careless. They just got to play not complacent basketball, calm basketball. Do what they do best. Run their offense. Saki, oh, what a cross. And he gets the sauce. Wasabi.
Amazing finish. There's a long 2 for the big guy.
And how many bigs do a crossover on you?
Absolutely. Not very many. Not a lot. And the whistle comes for Hakuo University. A little bit of tension between the 2 teams. Let's take a look back. Ooh. Throwing arms between number 8, Shi Kui, as well as number 4. He comes in for a second, Ryoshei Saiki.
Oh, that doesn't look good on TV. If you look at that on TV, if that was IRS, he'd be in so much trouble.
Definitely. But we're going to move on from that. And once again, Hakuo with over 5 team fouls in the last quarter. They got into the bonus at around this time with 6 minutes left in the second. Here, it's 7.5 minutes with number 8, Shi Kui, going to the bench, and Chong Shenzhe returning, logging in for the first time in the second half.
So Hakuo, Ruski, Saiki at the line because, yeah, that was too much bumping, boys. And he puts that away off a bounce on the rim. And then it will now be Tsinghua's turn to try to return the favor because of that double foul.
No free throws for Tsinghua, but they will be inbounding from their side. It's going to be number 10, Chong Shenzhe, with a skip. That's a kickball violation. Looks like he passed the ball towards Sako's leg.
So,
And they...
sorry, I was just saying check that on the... We misread what the referee was saying and thought it was a double foul.
14 seconds left on the shot clock. Shaved a couple of seconds. Here's the two bigs. Patient with it. He's waiting for the right time. And here we go. That shot was too short. Good defense by Manga.
Yeah, great defense. Oh, good footwork, but tries to go for the putback and the follow. And I think the referee will say it goes in favor of Tsinghua.
Yeah, right idea with Manga charging in for the rebound and putback. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign for number 14. Liu Chenwen is hobbling back to the bench.
He's one of their best players.
Now we're seeing number 18 coming back in. With Tsinghua inbounding, Manga is going to take a break.
Yeah, I think he's going small and he's going to use his backcourt players like, you know, Roy and Sako, you know, just to really press this and try to put them under pressure.
Yeah, you see here a full court press being run by Hakuo University, and here's Shi Taicun getting some support with a downhill drive by Yang Kai-won. Coming in, oh, triple team, there's a kick out, and a three does not fall. Who gets a rebound? Looks like Hakuo gets it.
Good hustle by Hakuo, even though they don't have the size. Do they have the skill and the precision? Off the fake, bounce pass, out, screen, rolls to the rim, still outside. Good pass upstairs, yes! Great motion, great movement, phenomenal finish. Hakuo leading by double digits.
Yeah, Tsinghua couldn't follow up with the rotation, so they come back. They need to have a comeback. They are behind by 11 points. You see the jersey pull. Referees don't call it, but whistle comes anyways for a foul call on Sako.
The two major players, number 4 and number 15, which is Saiki and Ogawa, in foul trouble, 3 fouls each.
Oof. Got a double team, number 1, Shi Taicun, you see in the replay.
So there he is with 8 points at the line. It's a 10-point game.
We've got multiple Hakuo players who are getting in a little bit of a hairy or sticky situation. 4 players who have made 3 personal fouls, and Tsinghua gets the board thanks to Shi Taicun.
Great hustle for the rebound.
10 seconds left. Shot clock is ticking down. Tong Shenzhe driving into the basket. Kick out. There's a bait and switch. Here comes the 3. It ricochets outwards into the hands of 25, Yu Haotian. Ooh, technical foul call.
Flopping.
Haven't seen a flop call in the last couple of days. Ooh. Okay. All right. Well,
50-50.
You know what? The referee saw something, and Tsinghua is not going to complain. Shi Taicun is going to be at the line once again.
Sean Higashi on court. He hasn't played very many minutes, and I think, oh gosh. Okay. Technical. That was not the best shot in the world.
Yeah, no, wasn't great. Not good, not great.
Sako.
It's a relief for Hakuo University.
Yeah, with 8 points.
And Tsinghua with a 10-point deficit. Taicun at the top, skips it to Xu Xitong. Body bumps up against Hakuo. Whoa, that just edges outwards. Getting out of a potential trap. He comes in, Yu Haotian. There's a kick out for 3, and it's nothing but nylons for Tsinghua University.
Tsinghua University showing some resilience here as Hakuo is in a little bit of foul trouble for some of their major key players. But Hakuo dig deep, skip pass on the drive, takes it to the rack, and they will collect 2 shots from the charity stripe to try to nudge ahead once again. So the speed of Hakuo is a problem for Tsinghua. Let's look at this. Yep, extends. And the foul being connected with the shoulder. 7-point lead and we're approaching the halfway point. Nothing but net.
Tsinghua University still with 3 team fouls. It's a shooting foul, but still got some to spare.
11 points for Ogawa. Make that 12 as he circles it in. So 9-point lead for Hakuo.
Taicun with a lot of pressure. Ooh, bodies hit the floor like bowling pins. He finds number 18, Kaiwon, that goes through his legs and out of bounds. Hakuo's basket.
That's the thing about Japan basketball. That press can send you down a zone of psychological madness. You know, I call it that pesky defense that they do so well in both genders, male and female. It's part of their DNA.
And Taicun finally getting some rest after playing a full 5 minutes on the court.
Got to set a better screen. Ooh, that's, yeah, if you set a better screen, you would have got that and probably tried to get to the rim, but relatively careless, but not intentional, of course. And they are human.
Yeah, not too many misfires or poor passes in this quarter so far. There we go. You hear the noise from Binjiang Gymnasium. They're only behind by 9 points now. Here's Xu Xitong going in physical. And there's a spin, putting in the long 2. And having to work hard for it, but the work is paying off. Now behind only 7 points.
Good shot. 4-3. In and out. And here comes Tsinghua.
They're going to take their time, no fast breaks, but here comes Shi Kui and drawing a foul and free throws for Tsinghua University. That's a foul on number 16, Reishan Yegashi.
Let's have a look at the highlights here. Bumping, fading and hitting. And one thing, I think ever since their big man Joel Monga went to the bench, they're defensively not as solid as what they were when Monga was on court.
I think they're going to reserve his energy either for the end of this quarter
or maybe the fourth.
Or the fourth, perhaps,
yeah.
Definitely. Again, we're talking about how they've got Hakuo players in some foul trouble.
Yeah, they have a couple of players there, 2. Well, breaks both shots, and Hakuo won't complain about that. Racing down the middle. Hakuo, will this be coast to coast? No, not quite. In the lane, no.
Ooh, too strong.
Good D, good interior defense by Tsinghua.
Shi Kui handing off to Kaiwon. Creating spacing. There's 5 out for Tsinghua, and there's the scoop from the left. Thank you very much, Shi Kui.
Nice extended layup to get it over Alim Sakai. And this is a great run by Tsinghua University. Now, Hakuo need to respond. They need baskets. Long 3. Bang! Gambate! Step up the moment. When you need a basket, call Mr. Ogawa.
Yeah, ask and you shall receive. Trying to break the run, and they certainly did. Tsinghua now back at it again, having to work tough for these buckets.
Ogawa with 15.
Kaiwon trying to put Hakuo in the spins. 2 seconds left to go. He's got to make a Hail Mary shot from the parking lot. Ooh, no good there. Hakuo with the rebound.
Hakuo brings it up very, very quickly. They want to inflict more pain. They've got to manage their time well because, you know what? They don't have a deep roster, but they've got some pretty good players. Tries to penetrate into the lane, and referee just blows it down for a foul with 3 minutes flat to go. Let's have a look at this. Yep, there was contact there in a very private part.
Yeah, made multiple points of contact. That was number 18, Yang Kaiwon. And there is a timeout called by head coach Chen Lei from Tsinghua's side.
But I must tell you that, Taylor, these guys, Tsinghua, who we're seeing, well, who we did see on screen earlier, they're not going away.
No.
Every time Hakuo gets some distance, they just come back again and again. The Achilles heel, though, is the free throw line.
Yeah, absolutely. As we're seeing a couple of moving highlights, perhaps you could hear the crowd at Binjiang Gymnasium And again, this is with Joel Manga sitting on the bench for the majority of this quarter. Maybe it looks like we'll see him coming back on with 3 minutes even left in the third quarter.
So it is, they don't want to risk anything, but Tsinghua, I was a little bit concerned about Tsinghua there. Number 14, Lo Ching-won, was it? He got injured? Has he come back on court? It doesn't look like it.
No, he has not returned yet.
15 points for Ogawa. I tell you, if this game finished in the next 2 minutes or end of this quarter, I would give the doll, your favorite doll, and the nice trophy to him.
We'll have to figure out what it is and if it has a name. Again, we're hearing Bingjiang Gymnasium's crowd going nuts for the domestic team. Hakua going to start off after the timeout.
It's inbound it. Well, they're counting. Quick pass. And just taking their time, surveying. Oh, turnover.
Poked out back to Tsinghua University. Effective on defense. Again from the left. That is his bread and butter. That is Sukui with the bucket.
Open invitation to the rim. That's what I call the open house. Off the fake. Runner, yes. Good connection. Haruki Naito just knighted it in.
Immediate response from Hakuo University. That is what we've been seeing all game long between Hakuo and Tsinghua. And here's Shitong with a handoff. Ooh, turnover though.
Good D. Look, that press, that pesky defense by Hakuo, which they're very, very famous for. 11 points scored by Haruki Naito. So the double digit is really, really climbing for certain players in the Hakuo team. And that's why they've got a little bit of distance. It's not comfortable distance, but they've got a little bit of distance between them and Tsinghua. Good screen, corner, shoots for 3 contested. Too strong.
Oh, Kaiwen with the rebound.
In the penalty, looks like. And 2 shots coming up for Tsinghua's big man, Yang Kaiwen.
And again, still 100% from out in the perimeter. Now, he doesn't get a lot of looks, but when he does, he actually makes all of his baskets. Now, hopefully, we'll see that in this free throw opportunity. Again, if Tsinghua makes a comeback, I jinxed it. That's okay. Anyways, the point is, if they take the win, if they have a comeback, well, I would assume that number 18, Kaiwen, would be player of the game. As you see, poor head coach of Tsinghua slumped over in defeat.
And can he place this in? He does not.
Too much pressure.
Hayo, as we say in Malaysia.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Yeah. That's a universal language out in the Asia region, I'd say.
That's right. Hiya. Why couldn't you shoot that? Shoot lah. Anyway, good screen. Rolls to the rim. No connection. Tsinghua rebounds. Brings it up.
And here comes Tsinghua again. Less than 2 minutes to go in the third. Ooh. Good recovery by Kaiwen. And Taichung with the pass, double team rejected upon entry. Here's the 3. Ooh, in and out it goes. What a heartbreaker.
That would have changed how the game would be finished. Mid-range, floats it from that's the free throw line jumper by the one and only Agero Ogawa.
And again, Tsinghua University with double-digit deficit, having to catch up to Hakuo University, and the whistle comes.
Oh, who got injured here? That is Alim Sakai. It looks like he got hit. And Joe Monga saying, go back to the bench, bro. I'll easily come back for you. He's on the court already.
Yeah. He was itching to get back in, and amazing vertical that we're seeing from the Hakuo student athletes.
The medical team now coming on and willing to check him out very, very quickly. So Monga, I think he just doesn't want to do anything ambidextrous, just protect the rim, set the screen. Thought about the shot, goes for the shot, the floater is good. Nobody to protect that floater, and that was nice by Yutaro Roy. Or Yutaro Roy, should I say.
Yep, we're seeing a little bit of a run by Hakuo University. Less than a minute to go, 13 seconds on the clock, and 4-3! That one is good for Tsinghua University. Shikui is at it once again.
Like I said, they don't go away, Tsinghua. They really don't go away. In and out.
And Iwon corrals the rebound. Bring it back over to Tsinghua. Is Shikui. Pocket pass. Ooh, ball gets fumbled around, and it's still Tsinghua's ball. 11 seconds on the shot clock, and we have some subs coming in from both sides. We have their shooter Shi Tai-Chen, and Manga, just like that, was only on the court for maybe 20 seconds, I'd say.
Well, I think they want to try to defend this, try to deny Tsinghua the scoring, and then they need quick transition plays to race it up the court. That's the thinking of the coach.
Oh, time is ticking. Could have been a violation there. Shikui at the top. 4 seconds left to go. There's the screen at the wing, and here's a catch and shoot for Tsinghua University. They get the board. There's a double team by Shi Tai-Chen. He draws a foul from Hakuo. Free throws are given to the men in purple.
Well, there's nothing much Hakuo could have done about that. It was just positioning and, you know, Big Sa out-rebounded, really. And let's have a look at this again. Yep. So they tried to do the double team, but too much contact.
It's a holding foul on 99, Yutaro Roy. And once again, Shi Tai-Chen at the line.
He knocks it in this time. You didn't jinx him. Well done.
That's why I didn't say anything.
Smart.
Not on the scoreboard, on the screen, on our monitor, but what we're seeing in the gymnasium, it scores 71-61, and only 1 for 2.
Not much time. Gonna heave it now. Hits the backboard, but does not go down. So it is a 10-point deficit that favors Hakuo at the end of the third quarter. Hakuo University currently leading by 10, 71-61 over Tsinghua University. It has been quite an entertaining game. Let's have a look at these highlights right here. And welcome back, everyone, for our game There's that man Ogawa with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists, the leading player for the Hakuo team, Hakuo University team. And that man Young with 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 block, the leading man for the Tsinghua University team. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim and Taylor Chen, all the way from Hangzhou in China in the Bingjiang Gymnasium. 10-point lead for Hakuo from the
Catch
wing.
and shoot for number 13, Xu Zitong gets the 3. Strong start for Tsinghua University.
Good start by Tsinghua. They needed that to really, really stay competitive in this game. They're down by, yes, by not much now. Shoots, couldn't get that. Keeps it alive, out. They're gonna give it to a shooter off the fake. Who wants it? Fires, too strong. And referee Julian blows it down.
Now, Ben, there must have been a correction on the scoreboard,
yes,
because initially what we saw was a 10-point deficit. Now it's 69-64. So, again, corrections have been made. So we continue on now. Tsinghua University only with a 5-point deficit, mysteriously.
No, but it was a 10-point deficit at the end of the third.
Exactly. So a little bit of confusion, but the game goes on. Let's see if they change it or if the score remains and it's Tsinghua's possession.
Okay, the fortune with Tsinghua at the moment.
He finds help in Shi Taichen. Bobbing and weaving, and left to the right. Here's the switch up for number 1, Shi Taichen. And a call timeout is made immediately. Two field goals, and Hakuo University wanted to stop the run.
Yeah, well, it's a 4-0 run, and I think, that scoreboard has maybe sent a psychological effect through their minds, because I don't know how that happened, that we finished the game with 71-61, and then they changed it. They rescinded it to 69. So did they look at something during the break and say, okay, that basket wasn't good? There was a miscommunication between the ref and the game commissioner. It could have happened, but Hakuo need to stay strong, and Tsinghua just got to keep doing what they're doing and just don't go away and stay present, stay in the moment, and keep really serving up and being consistent, especially from the free throw line when you get opportunities to shoot for free.
Shi Taichen, 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's only 3 for 9 from the field. Again, heavily relying on those free throw opportunities. And as we said, Hakuo coming out of timeout after trying to stop the 5-point run made by Tsinghua University.
Joel Monga on court now for Hakuo. So hopefully that will give them a little bit of, better defense, better screens, and a bit more physicality against this very, much taller and longer Tsinghua University team. Bounce pass. Looks like they're tightening up on defense. Tsinghua moving it around the perimeter. Contested 3. And attacks the rim, and he gets fouled as he went into the air. That is their big man, Joel Monga. So he will go to the line for 2 shots, and we haven't really seen his free throw shooting action much. But let's see what he can do. Is he a typical big, or is he a very diverse big? Or diversity indeed.
It's looking good for Manga so far.
I think he's telling the crowd, invite the pressure. Come on, this is what I live for.
Yeah, that's the energy, like I said, that I want to see from Hakuo University. Manga brings the, again, the spacing, and he's really a utility player for Hakuo, including the energy. Unfortunately, couldn't get the second bucket, as Tsinghua will try to crawl back to at least tie the game. Here's a downhill drive to Cayenne. No good. Second chance opportunity. They're padding his stats. There's a triple team out of bounds. Tsinghwa's possession still with 11 seconds.
There was a bit of a miscommunication there between the Hakuo players. They thought the referee blew it down, but as we can see here, yeah, there was good legal guarding position, so that was okay, but well done to, yeah, he grabbed the rebound, Young brought it down, but then there was the triple team. Oh, what a shot!
Oh, nothing but nylon for Tsinghua University. It is only a 1-point deficit.
Now Hakuo are tested. They need to step up and hit a basket. Off the fake, good D by Tsinghua. This crowd getting rowdy. Lost the handle.
Oh, ball gets poked out. Here comes Tsinghua University. And body hits the floor. That is Shikui. A foul called on what looks to be a Hakuo player. Let's double check. Looks to be Yutaro Roy. Woof. That is rough goings. And you can hear Bingjiang Gymnasium going loud for their domestic team.
Su with 8 points. They're loud with those. Oh yes, they're chanting in Mandarin.
Yeah, they're saying, let's go in sync. And here comes Chen Shi Taichen. A lot of pressure defense. There's a good recovery there, 11 seconds. And here's Shikui at the top of the helm, look away pass. Double team drawing a foul. There is free throws coming.
Oh, I thought that was quite fair by Monga. I thought he had some sort of a case. He just stuck with it. Ooh,
Very handsy.
Handsy,
Oof.
but I don't know. I'm just going to say I don't know. 我不知道.
Oh, this is all very good Chinese. And Bingjiang, again, the local crowd showing their support for Xu Shitong. And take a look at the stats on the line. Joel Monga with 11 points. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2. And yes, sir, he certainly does. Rounds it up to 10 points for his personal stats.
So Hakuo, they haven't been trailing for quite some time. They've controlled most of this game. Bounce pass, goes up, kisses the glass and in to regain the lead for Hakuo. The basket by Joel Monga.
Tsinghua had a lead for just 10 seconds, and just like that, they're still behind. 1 point though, and here's Taichen going in, bully ball, 2-1, and he makes the bucket! Cashes in the 2 for Tsinghua University.
That was size and strength, and you know, and Hakuo were just very, very concerned about committing the foul. Moving it around the perimeter, releases, off target.
Ooh, good movement by Hakuo University, but they just couldn't connect the dots into the ring.
Tsinghua bring it up.
6.5 minutes, and here comes the drive, look away pass, catch and shoot for Xu Shitong, and gets another bucket in for Tsinghua University, 76-72. They now have a 2-possession lead over Hakuo.
Drives to the cup, travel violation, and the ball belongs to Tsinghua University. They are getting the luck at the moment, the rub of the green, they say. Loaded in the corner.
Oh my goodness, back-to-back threes for Tsinghua University. It sounds like a sellout crowd here at Bingjiang Gymnasium. And again,
well, yeah, it is.
Tsinghua University, Shikui inbounding the ball. Here's Shi Taichen, hand off to number 13, Xu Shitong. He's got some time, he's patient with it, follows through, and around and in it goes, swirling through.
Is there a timeout? Yes, there is a timeout, and all of a sudden, after leading for most of the game, Hakuo on the back foot, staying positive. They are down by 6. But still, plenty of time left in this game, and they've got the shooters capable of bringing this game back to parity.
Yeah, an unusual change of score as we saw to start the 4th quarter. And again, Tsinghua University not complaining as the roles have reversed. They now take the lead with 5 minutes, 56 seconds left in the game. So we see Monga frustrated and absolutely perturbed on the highlight reel as we have our AUBL cheerleaders giving us a performance.
Actually, they are pretty hard-working, our cheerleaders. They've been doing different dance variations all day long, and Yeah, it's a long shift. So, but right now, very, very strict instructions being given on both respective benches. 5:56 Taylor Chen, 2-possession game. I wonder, just looking, and one more foul, and Mr. Sako is out. And yeah, that's basically it for the Tsinghua team. Nobody really except Yang. He's got 3 fouls, and she's got 3 fouls as well. So it's better being Tsinghua, who's got the lead and less foul trouble, compared to Hakuo, who are chasing and have a few players in foul trouble. So also, the star big man, Joel Monga, with 3 fouls. So they've got to be a little bit careful on how they do this. But I think one thing they'll do, they'll try to go for a 3, and I think Tsinghua are going to try to set a little bit of a zone to try to make them shoot. Screen, good control, deflection.
Tsinghua's ball.
Doing all the right things at the moment.
Once again, Shukui bringing the ball back over. There's the high screen run by Kaiwan. Keeping it moving, 8 seconds left to go. It's going ISO pull up for 3. Oh, just off the mark.
Great rebound by Hakuo. And that was the rebound by Haruki. Haruki passes, shoots for 3. Tries to get the tip, no.
No, that's going to be Tai Chun getting the, corralling the board. The momentum currently on Tsinghua's side with a crowd behind them. He hesitated, waited for a second, patience, didn't follow through.
Loads and shoots, but couldn't hit the target. Who can hit the target when the pressure is on? Takes it to the rack, and he will get fouled, and he will get a pair of free throws. That was good. He drove the lane. He knew he was going to attract the defenders. Let's have a look at this. Yep. 2 guys in front of him. Hits the deck hard. Sean Yegashi, who hasn't had many minutes in this game. He's only got 2 points, 2 fouls. And Saito to the bench. And can he at least get 1 to keep it relatively close to this very, very hard-working, resilient Tsinghua team who don't go down without a fight?
Saw earlier on the screen the stats line for number 18 of Tsinghua, Yang Kaiwan. Now he's been a difference maker for Tsinghua, but he's in foul trouble. 1 more, and he's out for the remainder of the game.
2 out of 2 for Sean Yegashi. And another timeout call. I think there's going to be a little bit of chess between now and the end of the game. Taylor, what say you?
Oh, absolutely. It's a battle of the wits between the 2 teams, between Tsinghua University and Hakuo. Again, Tsinghua finally getting a lead after the majority of the game with 2 possessions ahead over Hakuo University. And now you mentioned some foul trouble, but team fouls, they still got some to give. 3 team fouls for Tsinghua, 2 for Hakuo.
It's okay, nobody in the penalty just yet, but anything can change down the stretch. We still have plenty of time, even from my experience, when the clock says 4:44, that's about 7 or 8 minutes, especially with the physicality that both teams are bringing, and the referees are constantly blowing it down.
Yeah, we just saw that physicality that you mentioned, Ben, in the highlight reel. Again, Shi Tai-chun, he is quite a large guard for Tsinghua University. So Hakuo doing a great job applying pressure on their player of the game from game 1 against University of Hong Kong.
So Tsinghua with a 4-point advantage, and they will have the ball to inbound. And
yeah.
was sorry, Taylor, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, you know, we're giving credit to Young Kai-won, number 18 from Tsinghua side, but we just saw the stats for Shitong, and he's coming in from the second half being a key contributor in getting this lead for Tsinghua University. He now logs in 13 points.
Tsinghua, bring it up, Tay.
15 points. Check on that.
All good.
Here we go, another possession for Tsinghua University after the timeout. There's a Hail Mary shot, drawing a foul.
Too many fouls.
It's foul call on number 15, Anjiro Ogawa. Will lead to free throws. At the line is Shi Kui alone at the charity stripe. Let's take a look at the foul call made, and the first one is good. Smooth like butter there, as we see the head coach from Tsinghua University looking onwards towards his players, and here comes the second bucket, and that rattles right in. Score now 80-74.
Tomo Mino, the coach of the Hakuo team, just looking on, calm and personified. What will they do? Will they penetrate or will they shoot? They're capable of doing both. Bounce pass upstairs, yes. No look, and what a basket scored by Agent 99, Yataro Roy.
Very smart move by Manga. He's going to get the assist for that backdoor cut. Yutaro Roy with 11 points. Here comes Tsinghua University, and there's that player Xu Shitong that I mentioned. And here comes ISO. Here's that bucket in for number 1, Shi Taichun.
Too strong, and you can tell the Hakuo team a little bit scared to defend because they don't want to be in foul trouble. Don't want to give away travel violation.
That's going to hurt.
That's going to hurt, but I got to look at that replay again. Let's have a look here. Okay, keep my opinions to myself.
Score now 82-76. Let's take a look at the turnovers. 19 for Hakuo, 13 for Tsinghua University. Ooh, going fancy with it here. Shi Kui coming in from the left. Oh, under the backboard. It's still Tsinghua University's possession. Naito was the last touch made. And there's still life in this possession. There's 8 seconds left on the clock. Let's take a look. He switches off in the hand, but you see that finger graze by Naito. And here's the three. Too short, though.
Okay, Hakuo, they need something. They need something special. Oh, lost the handle.
Nope, poor handles, and here comes Shi Kui, and he's going to try to make them pay. There's a putback by Shi Taichun. 84-76, they're pulling ahead now.
Just couldn't hit shots. If Hakuo lose this game, that's what it's down to. Oh, and turnovers. They need a three. Who can take it? Shoots for three. No, not going down. Shot's not going down the stretch, and that's another level of a player hitting shots down the stretch when the pressure is on.
Yeah, there was a little bit too much pressure there, clearly, as we see Woof, a crossover by Shi Kui coming in from the left. Again, that is his signature, and with Shi Taichun with the support putback. And back to Tsinghua goes, another crossover. Bad control there.
Stolen foul. Smart. Oh, he hits the deck hard and he crashes with his shoulder, but he gets back up. That's okay. So, don't like to see any player injured. Can he convert his pair of free throws? If there's one nation you don't want to send to the line, it's guys from Japan.
Look at him, he's all marked up on his shoulder.
And at the line right now, he's got 7 points. Make that 8. And the steal and the drive by Saiki.
Icarus flew too close to the sun, but regardless, he's got 18 points and still going in strong. He hasn't gotten a break in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Back to Tsinghua it goes, and here comes Shikui.
Hakuo only with 7 points in this quarter.
Ooh, a rare instance where he's going in from the right.
Just slowing it down, racing it over half court. Now to the rack. Yes, what a layup. Hits him with a layup to make this a 4-point ball game. Joel Monga with a 2.
Yeah, he goes in coast to coast, bringing the deficit back to just 2 possessions. And here's Shikui. Interesting
game, one of the best games.
He's taking his time, letting the clock wind down. There's seconds left. There's a beta switch for the 3, no good. And Hakuo will get the rebound.
Hakuo come up right now. They're scanning, they're looking. They need a big shot. Hakuo out, corner, fires! Oh, fouled on the 3-point line. Hi-ya-ya. Oh, gosh. I thought that was going in, and 3 shots, 3 bites at the cherry.
Head coach of Hakuo telling them to settle down. This is a bad sign for Shi Taichen, though. He's got his 4th personal foul now, with Hakuo getting 2 free throw shots at the line. So you take a look at the stats. He's 50% from the field, as we have number 18, Yang Kai-wen, returning to the court.
Saiki, he's got 9 points thus far. Make that 10. And he's aiming for 12, because if he gets those 12, the Hakuo team will be trailing by 1 single point with 99 seconds to go in this game. Deadly like a 3-point Fennelly. Well, the MC said it the best. Timeout.
There's no more timeouts to spare for Tsinghua University, and they decided to use it with less than 2 minutes to go in the game. And with the lead, but a very slim lead, just by 1 point. And Tsinghua University, they're in the penalty, so any fouls made by them will lead to free throws for Hakuo University.
But impressive, super, super impressive. Taylor, do you think this is the best game thus far that we've called in the last 2 days?
I would say it is exciting, and a good part of it is credit to the local fans here. They're bringing the energy up for Tsinghua University, and I think that's motivating us to get even more excited to make these big calls for both teams, really.
84-83. There he is, 15 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. A double-double by the big man, and he's about, I think he's about 50% from the charity stripe. So very, very good for a 5-man, and really good to see. But look, I'm going to give a lot of love to Tsinghua. They just never went away. They just, like, you thought they were out of it, and then they come back. They hit threes. They hit open threes. They attack the rim. You know, they try to win the second chance. Are really the mentality of this Tsinghua team. I mean, they're up there with Beijing University. This is strictly my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've seen the patience that Tsinghua University has shown. And, you know, when one player is a little bit gassed out, you have another player to compensate and to take over with, let's see how they fare after the timeout. With a full court press being run, it is Tsinghua's possession.
And they protect the ball. Tsinghua.
Ooh, nearly loses handle of the ball. It is Tong Shenzhe. And here comes the downhill drive, bait and switch. Here's the catch and shoot. Ooh, no good there, but here it comes. We will compensate for the bucket too. 86-83 is the score.
Second chance, drive, stop, out. Fires! Ooh, couldn't tie it up. That would have tied it up. And now Tsinghua with the advantage.
Just a minute left in the game. And they've got time to spare. They're going to take their time. Here's Shikui. There's the screen. Pick and roll, he rejects it, he's coming in, ISO, and he opens the bank to cash in that check. And a called timeout is made by Hakuo University.
That did not go according to plan by Hakuo. They just straight away hit them with a couple of points, and all of a sudden, they hit them with a 4 points, actually a 4-point run, and they have the breathing space 5 points up with 49.4 seconds to go. Hakuo need a big basket. That's what they're going to do, and Tsinghua has just got to deny them that opportunity to shoot, because that is Hakuo's strength, shooting.
And you know what? We have seen a couple of moments where Hakuo was trying to make those 3-point shots just as they did so well in the first half, but it's just not connecting. I think there's a lot of pressure coming from the domestic crowd here, and it might be getting into their heads, who knows, but valiant effort from the men in white.
Definitely, and this is, you know, look at it, whether you win or lose tonight for Hakuo, this is a step up. This is what pressure is all about. You've got one full big stadium not supporting you, and if they're going to move up the high performance ladder, that's what you've got to contend with. Scouts will look at you if you can play in these type of situations. So it's not over yet, but advantage. Tsinghua University.
The first one to come out from Hakuo University is Joel Manga, and that is the energy that we want to see on the court. Again, you're talking about, you know, these forces that are up against Hakuo, but that is why you have Manga on the court. Now, I just wanted to briefly mention that he has made stats in every single category. We're talking blocks, assists, steals, turnovers, and blocks as we start up again Hakuo's ball.
Hakuo just slowing it down, being patient. They want a 3. Getting an open look, contested. Too strong. They get the rebound though. Reload. Off target. Advantage Tsinghua. They've just got to hold on to it.
Yeah, 30 seconds left on the clock as we get a quick glimpse of head coach of Hakuo University behind the back pass. Titan drawing a foul off of number 15, Anjiro Ogawa.
Well, this coach, Tomo Amino, he was screaming at the players, foul, foul, foul. And yeah, I think it's safe to say Tsinghua have almost got it, but I don't want to say anything yet after that Hetu Gen game. You know, I'll stick another foot in it. No foul, sorry. So inbound.
Here we comes, 22 seconds in regulation. There's a trap, double team, and body hits the floor, and it's back to Hakuo.
Hakuo needs to go for it, skip pass. They need a shooter. Who's the shooter? No, and Tsinghua University will win this. They have got this, and they have weathered the storm. Full credit to Tsinghua University. As they say in Mandarin, 我们好, which means we are good. And they were the better team in the fourth quarter to defeat this very, very talented, sharp shooting Hakuo team. The final score, 88-83 in favor of Tsinghua University. Back-to-back victories for Tsinghua. Tae.
Oh my goodness, what an incredible comeback. Now, we're looking at the stats. Hakuo had the lead only by 1 or 2 possessions for the entirety of 3 quarters, but as soon as the fourth quarter started, well, things were turning around for Tsinghua University. Now, again, we're talking about major comebacks. Shanghai Jiangtao University also had a comeback, but they couldn't get a win, and they lost by 2 points. But this time around, different stories. We see the score, 88-83.
That's right, that's the final score right here, and we're going to look at some stats very, very shortly while the player of the game is being interviewed. Look at that. That is as close as you get. Field goal percentage, 46-45. 10 3-pointers versus 7. Free throws were, well, yeah, one team did it better, but rebounds even. Tae, it was a great game.
This is a very comparable matchup. I mean, very comparable. Different skill sets and different kind of playbooks, but what an exciting game. Tournament events again for the domestic team. I'm sure the Binjiang Gymnasium fans are so happy to have come out on this Tuesday night to watch the game as we have MC Frank announcing player of the game.
And it'll be very, very interesting to find out who that player of the game is. And I'm pretty sure it will be probably Chen. Zhe Chen, number 1, he played outstanding. And it is him. He was fantastic despite, you know, suspect injury a little bit. And this crowd loving it. I don't think they're going anywhere. I think there'll be a bit of a traffic jam now to leave the stadium. Some message to the transporters. Yep, I think that it will be that. So we're going to hand it over to our courtside reporter, media manager, Zoe Zhao, to interview the one and only Mr. Chen. And
观众朋友们，您正在收看的是亚洲大学生篮球联赛的比赛直播。在刚刚这场精彩的比赛中呢，来自清华大学的习太成以2双20分11篮板的表现拿到了本场比赛夸克最佳球员奖。Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching AUBL. 习太成 from Tsinghua University with a double-double performance, 20 points, 11 rebounds, get the Player of the Game awards. 那么今天再一次拿到了最佳球员奖，你认为今天的表现和昨天的表现相比，自己表现的哪里更好了呢？
首先我觉得这场比赛还是有很多欠缺吧，但同时能再次拿到 MVP， 我非常开心，也非常兴奋，也感谢队友信任我，给我传球，同时这场比赛出现了很多问题，我在发球线上投丢了很多篮，而且在最后时刻也有关键的失误吧，回去还需要总结，还需要再提高。
He said with today's performance, he still have some room to improve. With today's performance, he lost some points in the last quarter, and hopefully will get better in the following games. 我相信呢，很多球迷们是通过夸克了解到清华大学，了解到习太成，了解到 AUBL 的比赛。那么接下来问一下习太成有什么话想要对支持他的球迷说的？
谢谢今天全场的粉丝给我们加油，你们的呐喊声我们都有听到，然后在我们累的时候、困难的时候鼓舞了我们吧。这场比赛最后我们也拼了下来，谢谢大家。
His message to all the fans is thanks you for your supporting. We hear you are cheering for us. Thank you, everyone. 接下来是以小组第1的成绩进入到了8强，展望一下接下来的8强比赛吧。
希望我们之后的比赛再接再厉，把今天出现的错误及时改正，完了之后争取打出我们自己的水平，争取冲击冠军吧。谢谢大家。
The following is the quarterfinals. Tsinghua as the number 1 in this group step into the quarterfinals. Hopefully in the future games they're gonna fix the problems in the future games, and the goal is to be the champions in AUBL 2025. Thank you.
谢谢大家。
Thanks very much, Zoe and team, for that wonderful production and interview. And thank you to our teammates and colleagues who have put on a very, very good show for day 2. But thank you to Hakuo University and Tsinghua University for putting on a game that we will never forget. At one point, Taylor Chen, we thought Hakuo had this in the bag, but all of a sudden, my favorite line throughout the game, Tsinghua University, these guys don't know how to go away, and they didn't go away, and that's why they deserve the victory.
I love to see the resilience in all 12 teams that we've witnessed so far. But talk about that fourth quarter. We got Tsinghua University with a 27-point blitz. That's the most that either team had scored in the entirety of the game. And big thanks to player of the game, Shi Taicen, 20 points and 11 rebounds. So that's his, I believe that's his first double-double.
Yeah, and he got 3 assists as well. A big man who shares the ball. And that's really, really a highlight. For the Hakuo team, they played really well for 3 quarters. But down the stretch, I think, this is my personal opinion, again, the intangibles, I think that rescinding of the scoreboards, just messed up with them a little bit. And all of a sudden, they started missing shots. They started turning the ball over. But no disrespect to Tsinghua, who just pressed it up and played good deep. But that's where we're going to leave it, everybody. For Taylor Chen, Ben Ibrahim, and everybody here at the AUBL, thank you so much for watching Day 2. And we'll catch you tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. China time for Day 3 of AUBL 25. Take care. Good night.